So first, let's talk about what a dynamic range is in the real world and what kind of images we're talking about. Let's use that to situate our problem. I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures that I took around my house a while ago. And again, it was a sunny day, so I was able to capture images under the sun, but at the same time, I was able to find different dark corners. And the goal here is to showcase to you a variety of pictures taken under different lighting conditions. So for example, this is my first image where I took basically in a dark corner. I took it inside. There are no lights, illuminating any part of that scene. And even with a long exposure, you can see basically it's a dark image with nothing there. Second image I took was basically again inside, but with regular inside incandescent bulbs. You can see a little bit of the scene. It's a little bit kind of darkish, orangish, reddish kind of stuff are visible, but you can see that there's not much detail here. Moving up, then we go, still remain inside, but this time I'm actually near a window, which basically means that the scene is now naturally lit. So there's a little bit of detail in the scene. Now you can actually see the character in the book and everything. Next one, I basically now move the same two objects outside, but this time I'm under a shade. Again, you can notice that from going here, the amount of light is increasing. Finally, move to the outside. Now this time under the sun. Of course, I've intentionally made it still that there are no shadows or anything else like that. But you can see now the scene is much, much better lit. Of course, in none of these images, I'm playing around with any external light source like flash or anything else like that. Another whole instance would be is I could now just take the camera and point it straight into the sun. Of course, the complete opposite of this dark image here, everything is just completely bright. So you notice now that there are lots of different types of lighting conditions, and the light actually plays a role in what kinds of images we capture. And we've discussed this when we talked about illumination. But now let's try to understand and quantify some of this so we can understand what are the different ranges of light intensity that's actually in the natural environment that we're trying to capture.